Hey guys, this is Nidoking back with the landmark 10th episode of King's Quest Mask of Eternity. And last time we had all the excitement of pushing this big metal block off this switch. And who knows what that did. So, let's keep looking around.
It must be a statue of Lord Asriel.
Oh yes, it must. I can't imagine what else it could have been. So they probably ought to... These, whoa. Zooming controls take a little bit of getting used to. Alright, wall. And there's a rock and another big metal box. Well, let's move it. And what a surprise, another switch. You know, I kind of wonder if I'm supposed to put these rocks on the switches. Obviously not. Connor sure does look pathetic while he's doing that. Okay. Well, here's something interesting.
Whoever just and pure lights the torches of righteousness will meet the sylph of inner beauty.
Alright, that's obviously some kind of riddle I don't understand. What's this one?
Hall of Respite.
Oh god. That, for some reason, sounds like the place where I got stuck when I was playing through this game before. Which, fortunately, I've patched out, but it seems like I have to light the torches and activate whatever's under this arch and walk through it to get to
Hall of Respite.
the Hall of Respite, but this place looks kind of important. Wait a second. Yes! Yes! I found the place where I can refill my health without using up the last 18 of my mushrooms. And yet another arch. And a torch that's not lit. What do you know?
Whoever just and pure...
I think I'm beginning to get a picture of what's going on in this room. Another box I'll need to push. Another switch to expose. Which isn't quite exposed yet. There we go. And now the torch is lit. And what the hell is this? Some kind of big wall. Which I can climb. But I've got an objective in mind here. That must be a throne of Lord Asriel. Got some experience. Now what's happening? All the torches are lit. But that arch doesn't seem to have any significance. I don't think she was standing there before.
Hail, fair lady. May I slake my thirst at your well?
I pray thee, partake of my rejuvenating water. Beware, though, the corrosive water of the river of death.
So, in other words, nothing I didn't already know.
Tell me, fair maid, are you well in this wretched place?
Oh, I am not afeard. My magic protects me. My magic can protect thee also.
Me? How?
Bring me some rust and mold. By mixing those with my rejuvenating waters, I can concoct for thee a potent protective spell.
Done.
No, not done. I don't have rust or mold, I don't think.
I carry a broken piece of iron shield.
Is it rusty?
I do not require that, good knight.
Oh, good night to you, too. I'm not really tired yet, though.
This will not work.
Obviously I can't make it rusty just by dipping it in water, Maybe if I find that corrosive water, I can do it, though. So, let's check out this wall. Dun dun da da dun dun da da. Oh, hello. Was there any point to that? I don't know, maybe I can jump to the top of something from there, like those crates. Well, I've gotten to the other side of this wall. And I can push this metal box out of the way, which I wouldn't have been able to do from the other side. So I guess it was some kind of one-way passage. Which would mean that there's something important over here. And you know what that means. Alright, let's see what is of importance. Well, useful, but not really important. I hear someone crying. It's okay, little girl. There was nothing in the box. It's okay.
What is that? A weeping child?
Maybe she's in this box. Nope. Oh, there she is. Excuse me, little girl, I've just got all these boxes to destroy and bouncing mushrooms to collect. I'll be right with you. Oh, bouncing money. Must be fool's gold. Will someone shut that kid up? I'm trying to play a game. Yeah, I could probably click the normal sword icon on her and he wouldn't attack her, but I don't want to take a chance.
Young maid, are you all right? How came you here?
I'm in prison, sir. I followed my brother to this horrible place, but now I don't know where he is.
No, he's
You
dead.
followed your brother? But pray, how did you do such?
I hid behind a gravestone in Daventry and watched as my brother went to the church. A moment later, he rushed out and ran into the mausoleum. He didn't see me, so I ran in behind him. I saw him slip through a magical door, and I followed. But now I fear he's dead.
I shall seek your brother, young lady. But beforehand, 'tis important to safely return you to Daventry.
All right, sir. But how? Those monsters imprison me here, and I cannot leave.
Take calm, lass. I shall find a way to free you.
Aye, sir. I trust you.
Alright, I think our first order of business is to wipe the ugly off her face there.
Young maid, you must return safely to Daventry.
Aye, sir. But how can I leave this prison?
Aye, I must ponder this problem.
Well, I did push the metal block out of the way.
Here, lass, an exit. I don't reckon you should go alone.
No, sir. I know the way. I can run fast. Those monsters won't catch me.
All right, young maid. Run straight away home and wait there. I shall check on you later if I can.
Aye, kind sir. Thank you.
Yeah, they didn't catch her the first time and toss her in there, right? Besides which, everyone in Daventry is turned to stone. How is she supposed to get by? I already looted all the useful stuff that was there. Oh well. Not my problem. Back to the Hall of Respite, and I'm going to make sure I never have to go through all that again. No more dealing with Creepy Girl. It's more of a Tom Servo thing anyway. Alright, so where am I in relation to stuff at this point? Yeah, looks like I'm pretty close to... Oh, there's the arena where I fought the dueling skeletons, I think. The big problem with this map is that it fills in enough stuff around the places you've explored that you might go down both corridors that are adjacent to one, and it'll fill in everything that you passed without you actually having gone down that corridor. See, there's nothing dangerous in any of these crates. Why'd I have to put up with so many killer crates at the beginning of the game?
3 holds the key to creation and the infinite multitude of beings and numbers.
See, I'm getting experience, but I don't think I'm actually learning anything. Then again, we have here conditions of easy experience. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. I mean, I'm sure it's not exactly the most exciting gameplay to watch, but when I can just run right back to the fountain, fill up, and then go fight some more stuff, why not? And must keep on the lookout for mold if I can find any. Well, and again, yeah, I'll stick with the tunnel I've already started looking at. More mushrooms. I guess I didn't really need to be worried about running out of them. It wasn't a very interesting corridor anyway. Okay, another fork in the road. I'm gonna head back towards the start of the level. See if I can make myself a nice big loop. And I think I have indeed been here before. It's not red mold on the walls, is it? Nah. Probably be really obvious when I find mold. So, there we go. Now I think I figured out this whole zooming thing. Question is, to return to the beginning of the area and go see what I can do about that girl and try that Jupiter and Pluto thing. Actually, I don't think that's even the way I want to go. Suppose I might as well. That end, I think that girl's brother was over here, wasn't he? Apparently not. Okay, I'm thoroughly lost. This is the big problem with the Dimension of Death. You got hours and hours of gameplay packed into an area with corridors everywhere. Everything looks the same. And most of the challenge is just in figuring out where you have to go when. You know, part of me wants to hit that switch and see if those skulls really do spit something deadly at me if I haven't turned them off. But, oh well. My plan was to hold off on doing this until I actually found some place in the Dimension of Death where I could warp back to that warp point I found in Daventry.
The door will not open.
But may as well go ahead.
The door will not open.
Or not. Alright. That makes my choice really simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and find that little girl. This isn't nearly as annoying as I remembered it. I think back when I played this while I was in college, around, 2000, maybe '01, I had a much smaller hard drive, something like 3 gigs total, maybe 4. And I was running Windows 98, so, the operating system wasn't taking up the whole thing. But, it got pretty fragmented, I suppose. And there wasn't a whole lot of space to begin with. I could kind of appreciate this whole not wanting to install too much at once. But it would go on for a while. And like I think I said in the thread, when I was actually doing all those videos that I kind of tacked on to the end of the one where I got the sword from the lake, I actually had to go back and forth about a dozen times. Not that painful, I think. And it occurs to me I probably should have done some kind of outro just in case I end up running around Daventry a whole bunch and never find that little girl. I wonder where she lives, anyway. I wonder whether I'll be able to find her. So yeah, that's the sum total of the annoyance of this part of the game. Right there. And the good news is that the things that died in Daventry just sort of stay dead. Oh, wizard, did you see a little girl run by here? Probably not. Wonder whose family she's a member of. And I'll probably just end up cutting this out inevitably when it fails to be at all interesting. Hey, I just remembered that when I went into this house, there were all these child's things around, and Connor made a big deal of pointing out that a child must live here. It's Namine's house, and that's where the little girl ended up, so it didn't take me too long to find her after I cut from the last video.
Good. You are safe, young maid. By the way, what is your name?
Gwennie, good sir. I'm glad to be home. But something is wrong. Daventry is dark, and all the people are turned to stone. Even my parents.
A tragedy has occurred, Gwennie, but it can be overcome. That is my quest. Soon, Daventry and all of its inhabitants will be restored once again.
I believe in you, Sir Knight. Oh, I almost forgot. My father's gold. See, there, on the table? Please take it. I know he would approve.
Thank you, Gwennie. I may need it.
But it just doesn't feel right if I've got permission.
Gwennie, Do not venture outside. Protect yourself till this madness comes to an end.
Aye, good sir. Do not worry about me. I shall stay here safe and sound.
She's got a wooden horse she can use as a weapon in case the bad guys come. I wonder if these good people will understand my present need for their gold. Yeah, I could run all the way back to the church and make you guys wait through stuff, but I'm just gonna stop it here and pick up when I get back to the Dimension of Death. See you in a few.